And of course, my sister, my daughter. I think my sister again is a fighter. She's a dynamic, and possibly మా మొత్తం ఫ్యామిలీలోనే బాగా గట్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్న అమ్మాయి ఎవరు అంటే మా సిస్టర్ అని డౌట్ లేదు. మా అందరికంటే అగ్రెసివ్. Then my daughter is a sobering influence. She's only 14, but she speaks like a 40-year-old woman, and she's very wise. Like when she was like 5 or 6, she told me one day, she said, Dada, don't have a goal post. I said, why? She said, no, a goal post ki reach out, then you'll relax. So never have a goal post. Then she told me much later, she's a very smart girl. She told me much later, about 3 or 4 years ago, she said, all the wise things I used to say those days, you remember, you keep referring to, I picked up all of them from Insta, right? I said, oh, అది ఒరిజినల్ అనుకున్నానంటే కాదు కాదు అక్కడ ఇక్కడ చూసి నేను చెప్పిందే. సో పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే షీ's a very calming influence, and she's a writer. She's already written a couple of books, a very young writer, and she's very creative, and she's one of those really uh, calming influences in my life, and I think my life has changed quite a bit after her. And then of course I also interact with number of women leaders.
Yes, yes.
My day to day life, in my public life. um, Again, a lot of very very strong women that I interact with. I can give you an example of one of the leaders in my constituency. Oka ammai Sampurna ammai peru. 2014 ఎలక్షన్లో ఐ వాస్ క్యాంపెయినింగ్ ఇన్ సిరిసిల్ల. సో ఒక ఊరికి వెళ్ళాలి, ఒక ఊరు, ఆ ఊరు పేరు గజసింగవరం. అయితే కాంగ్రెస్ క్యాండిడేట్ ఊరు అది. సో కాంగ్రెస్ క్యాండిడేట్ సొంత ఊరు. సో స్ట్రాంగ్ హోల్డ్ ఆఫ్ ద కాంగ్రెస్ క్యాండిడేట్. ఆ ఊళ్ళోకి నన్ను రానివ్వం అని చెప్పి ఐ థింక్ దే ఎరెక్టెడ్ అ బ్యారియర్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్. I said, fine, ఒక విలేజ్ పోతే పోతాం, లేకపోతే లేదు, విల్ విన్. సో ఐ వాస్ గోయింగ్ అవే. Then this girl, she's a leader of our party. She belongs to that village. I didn't know her till then. అప్పటిదాకా నాకు పెద్దగా తెలియదు. She comes across, like she literally stops my car. She literally stops my car and she says, how can you not campaign in my village? I am going to take you in. Mundundi, she took me there. She made sure I campaigned. And then I was so impressed with her. As soon as I got an opportunity, because she's somebody I didn't know very well of. ఎప్పుడైతే నాకు ఛాన్స్ దొరికిందో నేను మళ్ళీ గవర్నమెంట్లోకి రాగానే, I made her my agriculture market committee chairman, the very first instance I got. So very very strong women leaders. And I also interact with number of course other bureaucrats. ఇప్పుడు మన చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ గారు కూడా, she's a women officer and she's a very very strong lady, Shanti Kumari garu. And then I can also tell you that I work with number of other women. If we have Deepthi garu unnaru, she's somebody I work with closely. My office, I have Katyayani, who's my OSD, again a very strong lady.